Hello, as ever, welcome back to the channel. I am your friendly neighbourhood Moomin. In this video, I'm going to show you, with free software and techniques and templates that are provided in the community, how you can actually create some free logos, free textures for your trunks, and free textures for the KickPads, all using templates, Google Images, and free vector stock. So as ever, I am your friendly neighbourhood Moomin. I stream every weekend on Twitch, which is Saturday 4 PM, Sunday 2 PM UK time. The odd Friday when my work-life commitments let me do so. And I welcome you all to follow me all on Twitter and join the Discord community for free textures, free templates, and anything else I'm on hand for while you're there. Let's get into it. Right, so here we are. We're just on the Streamlabs OBS screen at the moment. I'm going to show you how we can create a few solid looking logos using a few different effects, advanced techniques, well, not even that advanced to be fair, free software and free templates provided by yours truly. First thing you should go and do is get something called GIMP. It's free editing software. I promote it all the time because for what you're doing in 2K19, that sort of thing, it's easy to use and free. So without further ado, I'm going to open up GIMP and I'm going to do a new 1080p logo. If you've looked at previous videos, basic logos, I use a website called Defont. You can go and test what it looks like first of all through there. So I'm actually going to do a new logo for one of my wrestlers called Max Stevens. He's going to appear soon on my famed Universe/GM mode, and he's nicknamed the Jackal. This is the chosen font I have felt would be suitable for his character. I'm going to add a couple of guides. So these are 50% vertical, 50% horizontal. So we've got a cross in the middle. So I'm going to drag this, boom, the middle. I'm then going to use the selection tool, select by colour, and it is like got a red design. So I'm going to use the red. I'm going to use a tool or an effect called stroke selection. Don't need it that big. Set it to 4. Select, and then there we go. That, for me, will be suitable for the back of his trunks, or the front of his trunks, or on a t-shirt or something like that. It's in 1080p, so when it shrinks down to in-game, it should look pretty quality. So I'm going to export that to, actually I'm going to create a new folder. Just for the YouTube video, so I know where everything is. Logo. Right, so we've created a logo for our wrestler from scratch. Now I'm going to show you a bit of an advanced technique which you can also do, which I've also shown in previous videos, to make it a bit more stand out as. So again, we're going to use select by colour, and I'm going to find, ignore my Twitch stuff, my friend's on at the moment, I'm going to find Moon Werewolf Wallpapers. Let's hope this is big enough. It might be a bit too small. I want a really large image. That one's pretty cool. Right. I'm going to copy that. So we've selected by colour the white area in the game, in the logo. I want to edit and paste into the selection. Yeah. And then if I drag it across enough, I want the I to be on the L. I mean, that there will be fine. I've anchored that now. Untick. You've got like a wolf inside the lettering. I don't think it works exactly how I want for this kind of character, but that's just a technique you can use. I'm happy with the white and the red. But if he was doing, I've got BB Blake for example, he's like a Spider-Man-esque kind of attire. You could use webbing and put that inside the text. That's fine. Right, so I'm gonna go to my templates. Trunks. I need both of these. Now, I've shown you how to do the trunk textures before in another video. Right, I don't need one of these layers. It is kind of live recording this. I'm probably going to edit a bit, but forgive me. Right, we've got our 2 layers. Now, when you go in game, with that alone, you wrap it round any trunk and press in R3. That texture will wrap around the trunks and you'll be able to see the 1, the 8, the 2, the 1. Where they are corresponds to where they'll appear in game. So if I wanted a red mark on the back or on the front, which I know would roughly be where, I think that's the back there, round this area here, I would put my logo there. However, in this one, I'm just going to show you quickly how you can have a decent or a quick textured trunks logo. I did a live stream recently and showed the people there. So I do a Build a CAW workshop on Twitch once a month. And I've set channel points which I might reduce for anyone to request a face texture or a logo. So it should pop into the streams if you do want to do something like that and ignore that fly buzzing around my head. So again, I'm going to select via colour, so it selects all the black area. Going to use the same image again, and I'm going to edit and then paste into selection. Now, that probably wouldn't work too well on trunks, but it gives you an idea of what's going to happen. But I'm going to actually do a full on texture. Now I want to do some kind of like lightning effect into it. So if we do lightning wallpapers, tell you what, I had a request to do the Hulk once. Try and find stuff that I do feel would work well as a texture. That would probably be cool on trunks. And again, edit, paste into selection. I probably want to move that kind of like that. And if I just drag that there, so that's the front of the trunks, that's the back of the trunks. And that's how it'll work. Play around with it, just look for things you think would look good as a chunks texture, because what I would probably do is moon wallpapers. I'll show you what I'll kind of go with this new thing that I'm going to do for Max Stevens the Jackal. I will have something like, no, see, I didn't use paste into selection, which won't work. I'm going to have something, oh, it's massive. Right, 1 second. Probably edit these bits out. Paste again into selection. I'm probably gonna have something where the moon is on the back of his chunks, and if we get the logo that we did a minute ago, just drop this in. Ooh. Might help if I set that right. And there you go. I'm probably going to put the logo in separately. Yeah. There's a logo and so on, and then put that on the back of his chunks. Some are much better at me than doing this on Twitter. The template itself was off a guy. I'm just finding. Can't remember what his name is properly. It's such a weird name. It's called @CAS 6 N for November, F for Foxtrot. So yeah, so there you go. That is, so you've got like your chunk texture, you've got your logo. Apologies on the phone, it was my boss, I needed to make sure I checked that. And now you need some KickPads. To do your KickPad, again, you want to select by colour, select the inside of the blue, grab some. I recently did a hacker kind of gimmick of a wrestler, so I'm going to use the hacker wallpaper. I'm going to edit, paste into selection again. That's a tiny picture. That's not going to work. That'll probably work. Copy the image, edit, paste into selection. And if you look there, that would make a pretty cool KickPad template for my hacker core. I might actually even use it myself. Again, any textures, things like that I do use on stream, on YouTube, I always share in my Discord, so make sure you do join Discord. And I'm quite happy. I mean, you could tidy it up, but in game it's not going to really be that bad. But in this video, you've learned how to create a logo, a chunks texture, and a KickPads texture. So core attire, to be honest. I hope you are well. Thanks for popping on. If you like the kind of content I am putting out, it's very important to me, and thankful that you do hit the subscribe button, you do hit that like button, and share my contact. Hit me up on Twitter @thatmumin, and again on Twitch every weekend, 4 PM and 2 PM. Thank you. God bless. Mumin out.